welcome back. All right, Game 2 between the Ottawa Senators and the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is a series that I hope goes on for quite some time. We shall see how long this series is going to go. But either way, it was Ullmark versus Stolarz in this battle between Toronto and Ontario and the Ottawa Senators. So early press by Toronto. Holmberg's denied during a chance for Brady, and they're not complimentary chance for Brady Tkachuk. And I think they're having an effect. I do. I think they are. I think the fact that he said he didn't give up about him at the end of the last game tells you it's kind of ticking him off at least a little bit. So there's a post for Marner from the slot. The Sens press at 3 minutes, but they're kept to the outside. There's a delay for Ullmark having an equipment issue, which may very well have been to get his team a bit of a rest. But either way, it benefits Toronto. At 3:44, so not long after, Riley has one go in off his skate on the doorstep. The assist to Nylander and Tavares with that goal by Riley, and not the prettiest he's ever going to score, but hey, it's a goal. He ties Ian Turnbull atop the all-time list for defensemen in the playoffs for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I am old enough to remember Ian Turnbull. Absolutely am. Barely. His career ended right around where I started watching hockey. Might make for an interesting career video, to be honest. I don't think I've ever done one. So we get a power play for Ottawa. Stutzle can't bury one in close. Stolarz holds there. Tkachuk has a net drive. That's blocked. The Leafs clear with Stolarz down and without his stick. So they bail out their goaltender a bit there. Things then get pushy on a hold by Stolarz not long after. The power play's killed off 4 shots on net for Ottawa on that power play. Stolarz playing a wall there. Tkachuk was denied as well after that power play's done. We get a press by the Leafs then that draws a power play, and I think this one took 18 seconds. 8 minutes and 20 seconds into the game, the Leafs make it 2-0. Tavares puts this one in off Nick Jensen at the net. The assist to Marner and Matthews. So bad luck there for the Ottawa Senators, and it's 2-0 for Toronto. Leafs press at 9.5 minutes. There's more pressure by Toronto with 8.5 minutes left. Good forechecking by the Toronto Maple Leafs as well. Shots are 7-5 Ottawa with 7 minutes left. Jensen has a shot deflect wide as the Sens press. Nyes fires one high on a rush. The Leafs press after that. In the final minute, Ottawa gets some pressure. Things are pushy at the horn. It's 2-0 Toronto after the first period of play. Second period. Sanderson has a shot that's held with Amadio on the doorstep. Shots are 3-1 Ottawa at 3 minutes. Ottawa had a very, I thought, decent game tonight. I thought they played better tonight than they played in the first game for the most part. And it started really showing in that second period. Ottawa draws a power play. Cousins has a shot that's held, and that's Dylan Cousins with the shot that's held. Tkachuk has a rush chance that deflects wide. Sens cycle. The Leafs clear. Power play's killed off, but 5 shots on that power play. So power play very dangerous, but Stolarz very solid in the net. Greg and Stolarz get unfriendly, and Ridley Gregg, a lot of talk after the first game about, he steamrolled the goalie, and did you see that? So, did you see Stolarz just end him? Just like, I think Stolarz has, I think they said like 50 pounds on him, something like that. And that's without the equipment. The goalie equipment makes you just flung him down. So both of them get penalties. So that happens. But that was with 2 seconds left in the power play. So technically the power play is killed off there because there's only 2 seconds left. And Stolarz decided he had enough for Ridley Gregg. He took care of himself there. So Leaf fans, don't worry about Stolarz. He can take care of himself when he needs to. Shots are 9-1 Ottawa at 5.5 minutes. The Leafs press at 6 minutes. Nylander to Tavares gets blocked. Carlo has a tip shot that's saved. Holmberg loses the handle on a net drive. Chabot has a wrister that's saved, and then his wraparound goes through the crease. Does not get to anybody Ottawa related, and does not get right onto the net. Brady is told that he still sucks. There were various times during the game that the Brady sucks chant got started. I didn't feel like it was as prominent as in the first game, though. Come on, Leaf fans, you got to want that. But either way, the Sens would draw power play. They cycle. Sanderson has a shot that's blocked out. And then at 15:41, Tkachuk scores. I'm kidding. This one goes in off Carlo's skate. So this is the second of 3 goals that goes in off of a defending player. And the first goal of the game goes in off the skate of the defenseman that scored it. So just throw it at the net. You never know what might happen. So in this case, it's Tkachuk from Giroux and Chabot at 15:41. The Leafs press with 3 minutes left. Domi to McMahon near miss. Riley fires one high on a turnover. It's 2-1 Toronto after 2. Third period. Stützle has a net drive chance that's blocked. Matthews has a wraparound that saved. The Leafs draw a power play. It's a 4-minute power play, but they review it. And on the review, they find that it is a follow-through, so no penalty. I am perfectly fine with that way of going about it. I determined there was no penalty, and Marner would have to deal with his bleeding nose at the bench. Tavares has a fast break chance, but that's defended. Does not get a shot on net. The Sens press at 3.5 minutes. The teams trade rushes. The shots are 4-0 Toronto at 6 minutes. Toronto did a pretty good job through most of the third period at defending the net. I really didn't think there was a chance Ottawa was getting to the net at all. Sens press at 7 minutes. They don't get to the net. The Leafs block. Marner's denied on a rush. A net feed to Tkachuk gets blocked. No surprise there. Matthews can't bury a rebound and close. The shots are 7-0 Toronto with 7 minutes left. So Ottawa's just not getting anything to the net. Teams trade turnovers. The fans are telling Brady that he sucks again because Tkachuk won't know if you don't tell him. And then at 14:47, Gaudette. It's a turnover by Toronto in their own zone and Ottawa makes them pay. Gaudette ties the game from Clevin and Stützle. So at 14:47 of the third, we have a tie game. I wonder if when the Brady sucks chants get going, if a referee goes over to him and goes, see, we deal with this every night ourselves. I know your pain. Do you understand ours now? At any rate, Sens press with 4.5 minutes left. They're looking for the lead at this point, right? Sanderson has a shot that deflects wide. Nylander has a slap shot. That's kicked aside. Cousins has a chance that's held with 1:26 left. And then Batherson hits the side of the net on a rush. So it's 2-2. We are going to overtime. This is why this review is being posted when it is. If this game didn't go to overtime, this review would have been posted about an hour ago. So in the overtime, Stützle has a wrister that's saved. The Leafs clear. There's a stretch pass to Tkachuk that misses, so it's an icing on the Ottawa Senators instead. Domi then has a 3-on-2 chance that's kicked aside. And then at 3:09, Domi wires one from the slot. Really nice play by Benoit. Benoit's kind of becoming a bit of a folk hero now, isn't he? For his play during the regular season and now during the playoffs as well. It is a 3-2 overtime win for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They go up 2-0. So the reason I'm wearing the jersey I'm wearing is I think this is what Max Domi's dad, Ty, wore the last time Toronto was up 2-0 in a series. And so, yeah, pretty commanding lead. Now the series goes back to Ottawa. Ottawa needs to win, I'm going to say it, both games. They don't win both games, they're in deep trouble because I think Toronto's got this if it goes back to Toronto with them up 3-1. Shots on net, 10-7 Ottawa in the first, 13-3 Ottawa in the second, and then 9-4 Toronto in the third. In the overtime, both teams had 2 shots. Toronto, the shot that matters. Final shots, 29-21 for the Ottawa Senators. Power plays, Ottawa 1 for 3. Toronto only had 1, and they scored on it. Hits, 43-25 for Ottawa. So Ottawa outshoots the Leafs. I thought they outchanced the Leafs at points in the game, not in the third, and they outhit them. And here they are down 2-0. Ullmark, 18 saves on 21 shots for him, and Stolarz continues to be the star of the series, 26 saves on 28 shots. And if Toronto gets out of the first round and Stolarz is a goaltender for all 4 wins in that series, he gets folk hero status in Toronto, doesn't he? And then it would be interesting if we got, say, a matchup between Florida and Toronto in the next round, and we had Stolarz against Bobrovsky. Stolarz was the backup last year for Florida. There's a whole storyline there. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think I just did. So there you go. The Toronto Maple Leafs are up 2-0 on the Ottawa Senators. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you're a Sens fan, have you given up hope? For me, this is a real throwback. Not just the jersey, but the fact that Toronto's up on Ottawa 2-0. Yeah, this is how the Battle of Ontario very often goes. And so Ottawa's going to be fighting against momentum and some history here too. Because, yeah, Toronto has owned Ottawa in this series. This is why I always talk about the history of the game, because you never know when you're going to see a series in 2025 that plays out similarly to a series from 20 years ago. I can't explain it, but it happens. So let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done it already. Thank you guys for all your support as always. I will talk to you again pretty darn soon.